Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. And it's a rainy day here in St. Louis today. Hope it's wonderful weather where you are, wherever that is. Today we will continue our topic of persistence, the power of persistence. If you ever want to achieve anything, you have to be persistent. Persistent through what seems like times when it's never going to work out. You just have to keep trudging the road of happy destiny, as they say. Keep moving ahead, keep pushing forward. And that will require that you have a strong belief that what you want will come to pass, regardless of what your senses tell you. Deny the evidence of the senses and pursue your vision, the vision you have within yourself. Okay, we will continue, and we are on number 7. Role models that act as guides and mentors. Very important to have role models. Not that you want to copy anybody exactly, but take what they have that works and use that and implement it into your plan, into your personality, and become a very unique individual with the same character traits that these successful people have, but honed into your own personality and use them in a way unique for yourself. Okay? Number 7, while it may appear that highly persistent people act alone and don't need anyone, most have a carefully chosen group of people they admire and emulate. These can be people who are actually involved in their lives as mentors, confidants, or they can be figures who they have read about and who have deeply impacted them. You will know who these people are, since persistent people will often quote them. Now, you may not have the opportunity to spend time personally with people that you admire or that you want to emulate, but today we have the wonderful opportunity with YouTube, the internet. We can pretty well listen to anybody of knowledge we want to, and we can listen to them over and over and over again. I have listened to certain books over 100 times, and I have read the same books many times. I have read books sometimes over and over again. I've listened to certain speakers over and over again. Find the ones that really resonate with you and spend time listening to them. Focused listening, where you do nothing but listen to what they are saying. And then if you have the opportunity or the advantage that I have, I'm self-employed, entrepreneur, I can listen to them during the day at work. It's always good to be monitoring what you're allowing into your brain, into your mind. What are you feeding yourself? It reminds me of this Indian saying I saw one time, posted on a wall. I was at a meeting, and it said, inside of me there lives an eagle and a wolf. Which one will dominate? The one that I feed the most. Okay, inside of you there are those two entities. Which one is dominating? The one that you will feed the most. Starve out the one you don't want, feed the one you do want, and watch yourself rise to heights you never dreamed of. You become part of what you are around. So make sure that who you are around or who you are listening to is what you want to become like. Think about that. Okay, persistent people usually stand out from their environment and are often misunderstood or ridiculed because they can make those around them feel uncomfortable. Having strongly ingrained models helps persistent people sustain and motivate themselves in an environment that is not always supportive. Yes, you're not always going to be in a supportive environment. Many times you'll have what they call the haters trying to drag you down. They seem to come out of the woodwork from nowhere. And they say things to you and cut down your work and try to make you feel less than. And the reason they do that is because they feel less than. They have nothing better to do than go around and try to bring somebody down because they think they can lift themselves up by dragging you down. Don't pay any attention to these people. Hate never comes from above. It always comes from below. Ignore the hate. Okay. Well, that's the end of that article. Okay. Very important to only surround yourself with people who you want to become like. I had somebody comment on one of my posts, and she said, if you hang around with, I think she said dumbasses, if you hang around with 5 dumbasses, you will become the 6th. I found that funny. I never heard that one before, but it's true. If you hang around with 5 brilliant people, you will become the 6th brilliant people. Be around people who make you slightly uncomfortable because you feel like they are maybe a little more intelligent or better at what they do than you are. When I used to shoot pool when I was younger, if I played someone who was not as skilled as I was, I did not play nearly as well as if I played someone who was better than I was. I always liked to play people who are better than me because it made me better. You will rise to your competition if you want to think of things as being competitive. I mean, I do like competition, but you have to look at it as a game. Don't be so serious about it. I mean, it's not a big deal to lose. Everybody's going to lose sometimes. There's always someone better than you, and there's always someone better than me. It's just like being a fighter. There's always someone better than you. I don't care how great you are. If you do it long enough, you're going to run into someone who's going to kick your ass, okay? That's just the way it is. That's just how life works. Same way in any sport, any business, there's always someone better than you, okay? You can strive to be the best, and it's good. You should always strive to be your best. Always do your best. Don't try to do someone else's best, but always walk away from the day knowing you did the best you could. Never shirk your responsibilities or give a half-hearted effort. Always do the best you can. And who is that for? Is that for your client or your opponent or whoever? No, it's for you. Because you will feel better about yourself. Your self-esteem will rise. Whenever you put out and do something and you know you've given your best, it gives you a boost in your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-confidence. Everything comes from within you. If you don't feel like you deserve the best in life, guess what? You're never going to get it. First, you won't strive for it, and you will never achieve it because you won't put out the effort because you don't think you deserve it anyway. But you do deserve it, and you are the only one that can decide that you do deserve it. Okay? Got to go today. Got a late start. Got to get out there and work. I love what I do. I love working. And if you don't work physically, go to the gym, work out. I do both. We are physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual beings. We need to attend to all of those aspects of ourselves if you want to feel excellent every day. Although you're never going to feel excellent every day, because if you did, you wouldn't know what it was like to feel excellent. You need the contrast of sometimes feeling kind of down, and then you realize how good it is to feel excellent. So with that being said, I'm going to go. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and welcome to my new subscribers.